He might want another play. Pulls it in. It's Morris. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, if you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cal!
Well, we knew coming into this game they were going to try and get this receiver the football as many touches as possible in as many different ways as possible. And here you're seeing it on the option play. Great decision by the quarterback to pitch it out wide. There was nobody out there accounting for him, and he shows you the speed out in the open field for a long touchdown for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The lone back's got it. Picks up the first down, still moving. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw, it's Stone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes them, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Northwestern making quick work on this drive. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll try the right side. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Stone. saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
And the Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Got him downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw at Stone. This time he's got him. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Trying to keep the drive alive. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And he added the extra point. So the 16-play drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And here's the return. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying play action. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the handoff. Spins away from the defense. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for a man. It's Stone. Firing to the right, complete.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Golden Bears. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it to the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Takes the easy completion. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Grab behind the line. It's Morris. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Golden Bears are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. Breaks into the open. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's King. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner is stopped. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The give to the back. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick handoff. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Northwestern. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll run play action. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Morris. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the right. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at 39 before he goes out of bounds.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it out fast. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. And the Golden Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell.
Touchdown, Cal! A great catch and run for 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Stone. Lost one deep down the right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. The Golden Bears will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Northwestern offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Power football with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Stone. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Crosses the 45. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. The play action fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Back to pass, it's Stone. Throws for the tight end. Fires it incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He's got him this time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. He uncorks one deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on third and short, questionable shot probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on third down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
And the Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Looking to throw, it's Stone. Quickly to the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll give it to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Makes the grab. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quickly complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Grab behind the line. It's Albright. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Dropping back, it's Stone. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's what...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Got a little space. Turning it on. He's knocked. They'll mark it at the 44.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's King. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Floats it out in space. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Back to pass on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on fourth and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on third and goal. That's got it. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to... Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Here we go. Motion from the wide receiver. They want that clock to run. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
You gotta love it. The offense dials up a little misdirection. Go in one direction, then they give the ball back the other way. This is a great way to get the ball to your speedsters, to your playmakers. They hand it to him on the reverse, and most importantly, he moves the sticks and gets another fresh set of downs.
He's looking to throw. Got his man on the outside. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. Hit as he throws. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cal! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Stone. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
That's caught. It's Farrell. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
He wants a big play here late. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's loose. Touchdown, Northwestern. Once he got some room, it was over.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. When you see snot bubbles coming out of the offensive player, you know it was a good lick. The Mike linebacker sits right in the middle of the field, ready to roll, ready to lay the hammer.
Second and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. They'll go right back to it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He did not make it a a stone wall on third down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. To the air, it's Stone. Swings it out to the flat. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.